You know, many times when we come before the presence of the Lord, we can be moved by emotions and we start projecting our problems, projecting emotions. But hope you know that there are few things that moves God. Emotions are hardly one of it. He can be touched with the feelings of our emotions, feelings of our infirmities, but that if you want God to move, you have to go beyond emotions and start engaging the principles and the protocols that makes for the move of God. And I'm going to show you very briefly few things that can move the hand of God. But before then, give us Mark 11:24. You will see this same principle we just read now apply. Mark 11:24. Every time there is a desire, every time there is a need, you have to understand that you don't come before God projecting the need. Something will have to go before the need. Jesus is also speaking here. He said, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire is there. There is something I need. He said, when you pray. So there is a desire, but pray. There is a desire, but pray. And I'm going to show us in a moment few things that can move God. Of course, worship is one of it. So that you understand that every time you come before the Lord, you don't project emotions. Lord, my house rent. You don't project that first. It's not wisdom to come projecting that. If you want God to respond to that, there is a protocol. Of course, I know there are many need-driven Christians that every time they come before the Lord, and that's one of the proof of immaturity in the faith, that every time you come before the Lord is about what you can get, not what you can give. And of course, that's likened to a little child. They so much don't think about what they can give, they always think about what they can receive. When you come before the Lord, it is a very powerful strategy to keep behind what is the challenge and project his righteousness, project his almightiness, project and lift him in worship. Then you see God intervene. At times you don't even have to call him again into the situation. As you worship, the Bible tells us that God comes to inhabit. He shows up to inhabit. So it is a powerful principle that every time we come before the Lord, understand that God is hardly moved by emotions. We can be worshiping and you are crying, and maybe while you are crying, it's not really worship. You're only thinking of the problems. That hardly moves God. How about keeping the problems aside and focusing? Few things that move God. Number one is faith. It's faith. According to scripture, faith moves God. It can make God swing into action. Mark 11, where we just read, it said, whatsoever thing you desire when you pray. So after desire, pray. I know you have the desire, but pray. Don't project the desire, project prayer. Because it's one of the major things that can move God into action. Hebrews 11, 1 and 2. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. He said in verse 2, for by this faith, the elders obtain good report. Oh, I'm already talking about number 2. I was still on prayers, right? Prayers has a way of moving the hands of God. Whatsoever you desire, he said, believe is faith. Then you will have it. Hebrews, where we just read, he said, for by this same faith, the elders obtained a good report. So prayer, then number 2, faith. There is prayer, there is faith. These are major things that can move the hand of God, that can make heaven intervene over your situation. So I have a desire in me, I have a challenge, there is something I'm trusting God for. Don't just stop at desire, pray. Don't just stop at prayer, engage your faith. Engage your faith. These are few dynamics that makes God intervene over the situations of men. Because many times a lot of believers just come with tears, they come with cries, and they don't really believe God can do it. At times they want your sympathy. There is no faith, they just want your sympathy. Number 3 thing that moves God. Sacrifice can move God. Sacrifice can move God. Every time you come before the Lord, sacrifice of praise, sacrifice of your givings can move God. Psalms 50 and verse 5, gathered unto me all they that have decided to make a covenant with me by sacrifice. By sacrifice, gather them. Everyone that have decided to make a covenant with me by sacrifice, gather them, because that also can move heaven on your behalf. Prayer moves God. Faith moves God. Sacrifice moves God. The next is worship. These are just touching here and there, and this is to show you that emotions are hardly part of it. If emotions could move God, some of us will not be where we are now. Are you aware of that? God is hardly moved by emotions. Hardly moves by emotions. Emotions can be part of faith, then you see results. Emotions can be part of worship, then you see results. So you are worshiping, you are praying, and then you are moved into the spirit of groaning, and you start groaning and crying and weeping. That's powerful. But just coming and then you are only crying so that God can look on you and pity you. No. It takes faith. It takes prayer. It takes sacrifice. It takes worship.